goes without saying. I'm wishing a Ramadan Kareem to all of you who are celebrating and observing the holy month. And I just thought I'd start out by showing you these unsavory, I mean, just, ridiculous speeches that I can't believe they actually sat down and filmed this. I thought this year of all years, these people wouldn't even bother, but actually they're so shameless. They're so shameless. They actually got on, on camera and started wishing Muslims, a happy or a generous Ramadan, as they say in Arabic. And I mean, here you have this bread loaf, this potato, Olaf Scholz, the German chancellor. And what's incredible to me is that he doesn't just say happy Ramadan and then run away. No, he actually, he goes, he goes to Gaza. I mean, not physically, but he goes there. Like, he's talking about Ramadan and he goes and starts talking about Gaza as well. And it's really horrendous. Let me just interpret for you real quickly.
Für Musliminnen und Muslime unter uns beginnt in diesen Tagen der Fastenmonat.
Yeah, we're not going to watch all of it, okay? So just
Muslime sind in diesen Tagen mit ihren Gedanken und Gefühlen sicherlich besonders bei den Frauen und Männern und Kindern im Nahen Osten.
Yeah, so he's saying that Muslims are surely thinking of the of friends and family in the Middle East and worried about them.
Die sie sich sorgen. Ich möchte, dass Sie wissen, Sie sind mit Ihrem Mitgefühl nicht allein.
They're not alone in these thoughts.
In Deutschland leben viele
Many in Germany are also worried
und verschleppten Israelis.
about the murder of Israelis. Okay, what does that have to do with Ramadan? I don't know.
Und am Schicksal der unschuldig Getöteten, der Verwundeten und der Leidenden in Gaza.
And then you see he does this switch that you always hear. It's like, the Israelis that have been killed, and then all these poor Palestinians who just died, like died of what? Heart disease, Yeah. There is a difference in the language, and it's done the same in English, in French. All the politicians do it, right? Because Palestinians are not equal human beings, and you're not allowed to even depict the Israelis as having committed a crime.
Auch mir geht das Leid sehr nah.
Oh, he also feels bad.
Ja, Israel hat das Recht, sich gegen den Terror der Hamas zu verteidigen.
Now, you don't need me to translate what he just said, do you? You don't need me to interpret. I can't believe this. Like, I'm not even Muslim, and just listening to this, I'm offended. I mean, talk about someone being, insensitive.
Dabei ist auch klar, dass Israel sich an die Regeln des Völkerrechts zu halten hat.
Right, and he says, well, of course, Israel has the right to defend itself, but it also has to be held to account under international law, which, yeah, you're doing a great job at.
Und Zivilisten schonen muss. Deutschland hilft bei der Versorgung, indem wir Lebensmittel, Medikamente und andere.
Oh, well, that's great. Now he says Germany is helping to deliver aid and life-saving medication into Gaza. Really?
Hilfsgüter in den Gazastreifen schicken. Nach den USA tun wir mehr als alle anderen Länder der Welt.
I love this so much. Really, I can't get over this. He says after the United States, we do more than any country in the world. So basically, he's saying Germany is number 2 in getting aid and life-saving medication to Gaza. That's great, because it turns out that after the United States, Germany is also the country that delivers the most weapons to Israel. Isn't that funny? Do you see how this works? The United States and Germany give Israel weapons, and then they also send, a few bottles of medicine, expired food to Gaza, which isn't even enough to feed the whole place for one day. Never mind, actually help save lives. And then they say, look at all this aid we're giving you. It's like, if I come to your house and I shoot you in the head and I say, yeah, but look, I'm donating all this blood to this person I just shot in the face. So, look how benevolent I am. Look how generous I am. Look how kind I am. Be thankful, you Muslims. I mean, the nerve of this guy, the nerve of these people, I swear to God. Just say Heil Hitler and get over with it, you bitch. Okay, this... Here we've got another one. It's not just him who's going to do it. It's Baerbock, who's the foreign minister. I mean, Kohler, foreign minister. It's Jesus.
Heute beginnt der Ramadan.
That's it. I'm not playing it any further. I'm not playing another second of that. No more. And it gets even better or worse depending on you know where you are right now, if you're laughing or crying. This is Gallant. So do you remember the guy who said that people in Gaza are human animals? Yeah, you know, the Israeli defense or offense minister. Remember? He actually he sat down and filmed a Happy Ramadan message. Can you believe that?
مبارك عليكم شهر رمضان الفضيل كل عام وانتم بخير.
I don't think we're going to go any further with that either, are we? No, but honestly, I'll play the rest of it. Look at this.
عليكم بالخير والبركة. חודש רמדאן הוא חודש חשוב, שבו ירד הקוראן ובו ישנה הזדמנות לשיפור יחסי השכנות ולחיזוק קשרי המשפחה. אנחנו מודעים לכך שחודש רמדאן עלול להיות חודש של ג'יהאד. אנחנו אומרים לכל מי שחושב לנסות אותנו, אנחנו מוכנים, אל תעשו טעויות. אני רוצה לברך אתכם ולהגיד לכולם.
So it took him about 5 seconds to turn this from a greeting into a threat. You know, the word jihad is a funny word in the West because they have a very well, you know, it's completely misunderstood. They have no idea what it means. I mean, jihad is best described as you know, it can of course take on the meaning of you know, armed struggle, sure, but it doesn't only mean that. It can also be like a battle with yourself, for example, to ameliorate yourself. It can be understood in various contexts. It has nothing to do with, you know, necessarily with what he's saying. I mean, again, I don't know why he's bringing this up right now, because, you know, when I think of Ramadan, I think of, yeah, you know, this is a really nice thing. You know, people are they're using their faith to go through an arduous physical task every day, and they're committed to that faith, and they're doing that in solidarity with others who don't have enough to eat. And then they break the fast together at night. And I've been invited many times to break the fast with Muslim friends, and it's a very nice thing. I don't think if you dare to commit jihad this month, I mean, what is this? What is wrong with these people? I wish they just wouldn't say anything. You know, it would be better if none of them had filmed anything. Really, just shut up. Like, you know, they're murdering people in Gaza. They're the reason there's no food in Gaza. Like, literally, this is the same guy who said no food into Gaza. This one, he literally said that. On October 8th, was it? He said, no food into Gaza. No food. Lo and behold, there is no food in Gaza. People are starving to death. Every day the figures go up, and I think it's 25 people who've starved to death right now. It will get worse, unfortunately, before it gets better. I mean, really just horrific. The same guy, and now he's like wishing a happy Ramadan. To what? To who? With what? How are you... Like, you're fasting anyway, right? Well, there's a big difference between being starved and fasting. Fasting is voluntary. In any case, you're fasting and you get to the end of the day to sundown, and what are you breaking the fast with? What are you supposed to eat? There's no food. Oh, why is there no food? Because of you. You know, I mean, he's expecting people to eat animal feed or something like that, because that's what's happening, by the way. People are actually they're having to resort to eat animal feed or bird seeds or you know, I just, this is not fit for human consumption, not to mention the fact how degrading that is. I mean, honestly, when I think of that, I don't think it's degrading to the Palestinians. It's really the Israelis degrading themselves and humiliating themselves. You know, they've got food being delivered to them, and they're living like kings, and then treating the Palestinians like this. I mean, who who looks bad at the end of the day? It's not the Palestinians. And need I remind you that, you know, this starvation is not just now during Ramadan, but also during Christmas, okay? During Christmas, there was also no food coming in. There was also a siege. So, you know, no matter whether you're Palestinian Christian or you're Muslim, you're suffering. You're suffering under the Israeli occupation. But and back then, Netanyahu was filming a Merry Christmas message, and I was like, you know, well, did they ask the devil for like a personal one this time? I mean, just so insensitive. And remember, it was that week that they had also shot dead 2 Palestinian women in front of a church. Do you remember that with a sniper? I mean, talk about insensitive. These people are so sick. Well, do we expect anything, better than this? No. Honestly, I would much rather there's no siege and no message. All right, than having the siege and these stupid messages. This like fake plastic synthetic. Ramadan Kareem, but I'm also gonna starve you, so you make sure you suffer during Ramadan and before and after Ramadan. Really, there's something wrong with these people, with these Western politicians, with the Israeli politicians. There is truly something wrong with them. I mean, just disgusting, really, devils.